back, gamers. Lazy Gamer here. And welcome back. I did say that, didn't I? Let's replay some more Skyrim modded again, shall we? That was what I was supposed to say. Yeah, we are deep within Castle Volkihar or whatever. We have found Serana's mother's secret alchemy necromancer thing, and we are looking for her notes. So I guess we will. I know there's probably some sort of bookshelf or something. We are looking for. I'm good as far as carrying capacity is concerned. Let's see. Rising threat. Bestiary. Dowry. Right. Right. I think that's it. What was it? Books. Sure. Nature of orcs. There we are. That's the one. Where did Serana go? There you are.
Any luck yet? Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating. I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here. Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
True. I found her notes. No? That was... I found her notes.
You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the Soul Cairn.
And why would she care?
The Soul Cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the Soul Cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her, I guess.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, There's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the Soul Cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Ah, damn it.
What?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
True. You share her blood, don't you?
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome.
Probably.
Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Yep.
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Alright, I think I know where to start, at least. We have common black, no. Fragment.
Having trouble finding those ingredients?
No, not really. I need to have some.
Having trouble finding those ingredients?
Not really. Garlic.
Having trouble finding those ingredients?
Pearl. Stuff. Small pearl. That's not what I need. Just what I find. Let's see.
Having trouble finding those ingredients?
Could you please be quiet? No, true gold. Wedding wreath. Whatever. It was a bit too light. Still. What do we have? What? Did I pick up anything? What am I missing? I'm missing purified things. Bone meal. Finely ground bone meal. One step closer. We're still missing someone's ashes. That's not what we're missing, but the what? It's apparently useful anyway. Daedra heart. Spider eggs, bone meal, elk feather, stuff. Frost salt. I guess I can just pick up anything I can see, really. What am I missing now? Purified void salts. sure I saw that somewhere. Wouldn't be. Let's use some normal light instead.
Having trouble finding those ingredients?
You know I do. Root thing. Imp stool. Fish. Empty the bowl. Zit. Fire salts. Frost salts. Void salt. Purified void salt. There we go. I think we are done. Yeah, now Serana was walking about.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Right.
Just get all of the ingredients into the vessel.
There we go. And?
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Of course. What is it?
What will you do if we find her?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost. Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me, about all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge.
We won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Let's get this portal open.
All right. Here goes.
Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Ancestors.
Or your mother, maybe.
Created a portal in the Soul Cairn. Incredible.
Then let's try and go there. This really hurts, you know. What's going on?
Are you alright? That looked painful.
It was. It hurt. What happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul
Tell
Cairn
me that
is,
before, will you?
well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
So there's no way in then?
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
I don't want to become a vampire
Not your first choice, I guess?
again. There has to be another way.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
Wouldn't that kill me?
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside.
I don't really care. Because I'm not going back there again ever once we're done.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody.
I am not becoming a vampire
Have you made up
ever.
your mind?
Soul trap me then.
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the Soul Cairn.
I don't care. Do it.
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me.
I do.
I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
I trust you completely.
Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
was to be expected, I guess.
Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of her.
Alright, let's go.
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful, like they're still suffering.
I guess. Contact her. That map doesn't help much, does it? Follow marker. Do not even bother looking at anything else. Oh god.
Where'd you come from?
One of those, huh? Here we go. Not listening to anyone.
Arvak, please! You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
I don't care.
Alright.
You brought him here. It's your problem. Oh god.
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful, like they're still suffering.
This direction. I hate this place with a vengeance. And more. Serana is a vampire. She'll survive anyway. I do not know what they were thinking when they created this, but hello? Anyone?
Mother? Mother!
Can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a minute. You brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
Alright.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
I'm not hunting you down. There's no ruse. I want to help her keep her safe.
Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
That's why I'm here.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
Oh god.
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Arya and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
How does Serana oh, she's the one, isn't
Like
she?
myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
He means to kill her then.
If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
Bastard.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
I'd kill him.
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
And her opinion.
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight.
I do.
Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
Serana believes in me.
Serana, the stranger, aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you! I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
So, if you'd only open your eyes, the moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Do you have it?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
Of course I do. Oy.
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here.
Poor
Destroy the
unfortunate
keepers
souls.
that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
We'll return soon, I guess.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him.
I will.
The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Don't care.
Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Yeah, like
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
like you should have done. We'll do that next time, I think.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know.
In the meantime, this was your host, the Lazy Gamer, logging off. Bye, guys.